Welcome back to the Headspace podcast, guys. And this is the show where we go through albums track by track and we break down how we feel and our opinions on them. And for this week's episode, we went with Joell Ortiz new, I think it's mixtape. I've been calling it an album, but I think it's a mixtape called Monday. Again, that is Joell Ortiz's new mixtape, Monday. So, like I said, what's up, guys? My name is Chris Chrome. I'm doing this solo today. Holden decided that Tool was way more important. It was the new album that's come out in, I don't follow, so I don't know how long. Last I checked, he said, I think it was 9 years. I may be wrong. Do not quote me. So he's drowning in 10-minute per track almost, from what I saw on the track list, almost per song. And from what I understand, I think he's enjoying it. But today, as you guys could probably see on the name of the video, we're going to jump into Joell Ortiz's new album, Monday. So that's why I'm doing it alone. And thank you so much for being here today. I do want to shout out the Patreons. Lindell Williams, DJ Black Hurricane, Chris Prado, Ismail Gadamsi, and Jonathan Barnes, and Coney Sparks. Thank you so much. We'll talk more about it at the end of the video. But just to give you guys a little bit of a reference of, again, from what we do here, I'm really going to go track by track through every song and really just give how I feel about the album, how I feel about the artist, and really just contextualize kind of where I'm coming from, where what I like about the album. So it's going to be really fun, really enjoyable. All right. So to contextualize where I come from in terms of the album, I know Joell Ortiz from Slaughterhouse, and I know that he was kind of coming up with like Joe Budden, Royce, Eminem's like group that he kind of made, but I've never actually went and again listened to his projects. He is one of those rappers that I just kind of, I knew he was good. Like I guess I've always just respected him in terms of where he stood in next to the artist. Like, of course, being next to Eminem, maybe not next to him, but like being associated with Eminem, I gave him his like respect. I was like, yo, that's really cool. You know, I always looked up to him, but I never took the time to really go and figure out who Joell was. And I thought maybe, hey, why not give it a listen, give it a run through, and kind of just break it down and see what it is that makes him this lyrical miracle, lyrical slaughtering rapper. And I guess that's kind of why I picked this album today. This is episode 139, I believe, of the Headspace podcast, reviewing Joell Ortiz's new mixtape, Monday. I am Chris Chrome, and so again, thank you for being here, and we'll just kind of just jump into it. The album cover is pretty cool. I like how it's just him. It doesn't really have any depth to it. I feel like it's very simple, but I like that it's simple. I like that there isn't much to it. It kind of keeps that real, raw authenticity to it. So it kind of tells me that it's going to be a little bit personal. I think he's going to tell us a little bit of a story, just because, like, you kind of look at his outfit and it looks like, maybe he spent some money on the clothes, and he's been working for a couple things for a couple years, but the kind of area that he looks from doesn't really look like it's the most richest area. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. It's very cropped in a very specific way, but it does kind of just represent a lot him. I mean, clearly it is him sitting there, but it kind of speaks of this is just me, and I'm just gonna be real. So that's what I was kind of expecting going into this album, as a first full project. It kind of seems really, really cool that's what I'm getting. So that was interesting, and I like the colors. I like the different. I guess the lighting is good, but it's not. I don't think it's an album cover that I'm gonna remember. Maybe I will, just because it's the first Joell project that I do, so maybe I do remember it, but like, I don't know, I seem to remember his last 2019 project, which was like Gorilla Glue. I only remember it because of the album cover. It looks like a gorilla with a hat on, black and white. I guess what I'm trying to say is like the album here, the album cover here is just it seems very simple. I do apologize if I'm a little bit kind of spacey. I've been dealing with a little bit of a head cold. My nose is kind of nasally, so I'm gonna do the best I can, guys. Anyway, that's that for the album cover. We'll just jump into it. I kind of feel down like as if we're starting on a Monday.
Let me tell y'all a little something about Monday. Monday is that day that you lined up on the starting line.
So, the album starts off in for what I believe, a really cool way. Now, the first track, Monday, kind of starts off with this, like, I feel this like hometown little jingle. It reminds me of the jingle that intros into Trailer Park Boys, Mr. Rogers. Like, just these, and I'm not trying to compare any of the shows, right? I'm just saying it reminds me of that little peaceful, pleasant type of house living intro type of show. So that was really cool to come out with, and I just liked it. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I just really, really liked it. I thought it was awesome. It kind of fits this. I feel like it fits the narrative of being positive, of making money, and taking Monday to really get out there and get on the grind. The way I kind of looked at this and I kind of understood was like, Monday's a hard day because it's the first day of the week. You know, you either partied all weekend or you did whatever it was, and then we have that idea that like Monday comes around and it's like you're back on that grind, you're back on that schedule. That could be difficult. For some people, Monday could be really a difficult day, just kind of recovering, or however it is you want to look at it. So I like how Joell is using the intro to kind of take back this hatred for Monday, this hatred of having to wake up on Mondays and go to work and do the 9 to 5 and the struggle and the this to that, and trying to put this positive twist on it where it's like, well, the hustlers get up on Monday, the people making money get up on Monday, the hard workers get up on Monday, and I like that idea because it sets this idea of Monday's the first day of the week. If you get a good Monday in, you'll have a good week. And I like how he's starting off the album in a strong kind of positive way like that. So it was cool. It really took me out of my mindset, kind of brought me into this. We're gonna get some knowledge, we're gonna get some like vibes a little bit. So it was cool. I left it with a 4 on 5. I thought it was a good start to the album, and getting you to think of like how to really just kind of master your craft and really kind of go in with it. So yeah, 4 on 5. Really good start to the album. And the next song is Captain.
Why be smart when niggas on the charts dumber than me? A bunch of bums with more money than me.
So coming off the intro, we got this like really kind of crazy anthem feel to the song, and I liked it. I liked the connection between both songs so far. Like I said, in the intro, it kind of felt like we were getting into this kind of movie feel, in this like kind of like happy little world, happy little town, little jingle that I talked about. And now it's like it's starting. Like now we've kind of set the tone of where we're at. It's kind of starting of the week, I feel, and then boom, like we're starting, and then it comes in with that heavy anthem. We get introduced to the character, and that was really cool. And Joell really comes out and introduces himself very well on this album. I really, like I said, I really like the anthem feel. I really like the vibe it brings you to. It's really got that energy. It's really hyping you up, and you're like, yeah, it kind of gets you in the mood to do shit. Like, I bumped this last night just as like a run through, and I was just kind of working on projects, and it really just gets you in that mood to work and really just move forward. Like he has that feel of like, if you work hard, you dedicate yourself, you can actually succeed. So it was cool. And like he's really kind of flashy on this, and it was really nice. Like the very first experience. I mean, I've probably heard him on other featured songs, right? I've heard him probably feature on some like Eminem features or whatever Slaughterhouse mix that I probably listened to or was introduced to. But as like a very first like analytic overview of it, it's cool. So he starts off like, he starts off with verse 1. I hear the whispers, like, what's going on? He been missing. He used to run the show. It's been a long intermission. I remember the mission he was on. It was different. He was sick. Now my homie done gone in remission. That's what y'all think. Y'all think I lost my step, was on the run but had to stop and never caught my breath. I like how he's kind of setting up the context of he's been aware that stuff's been happening. I hear the whispers, like what's been going on. He been missing. He used to run the show. It's been long intermission. Like he's aware he's been doing some shit. And I like that self-acknowledgement. I like that he is kind of answering like, in a way, he's kind of saying, like, I'm aware that I've been gone, but I got shit to do. I like how he's kind of following up, like, y'all thought I was taking a break, was on the run, had to stop and never caught my breath. So I feel like he's saying that he was doing something with the rap, and he was running it, and he was really going at it, but then he had to stop doing that. But it doesn't mean he would stop making money, or he would stop working, or he was stopping to be dedicated to moving forward. So that was something that was cool. I feel like he got sick. I think when he says, now my homie Don gone in remission, different. I remember the mission he was on. It was different, and he was sick. So I think he got sick. I don't really know. I don't know if he's kind of referencing himself. I think he is. But it was a nice start to the verse. And then, I feel like he's kind of just flexing, and he's really just kind of giving us like why he's, I guess, the best. This is one full verse, by the way. There's no like chorus or hook or anything. It's just one free flow. And I feel like that's a nice follow-up to the intro, just kind of giving you this little, this is who I am. Welcome to my story. Welcome to my life. Welcome to my movie. So it was cool. I like when he went, you couldn't sound cloudy, homie, nothing was free. If I ain't got a record deal, then I was stuck in the P's with D's, trying to spot if I had a wonderful stream of income. My outcome is something to see. I was in a Jeep sunk in the seats. Like, first off, the fact that he went, you can't sound cloudy, homie. First, he's making a SoundCloud pun, and he's expressing how like you couldn't do that back in the day. You couldn't make music so freely and just put it on SoundCloud and become popping like that. Like you really had to work for it, really had to know the right people, really had to connect the right people. So that was cool. When he went trying, I was stuck in the P's with D's, trying to spot if I had a wonderful stream of income. But when he says it sounds like Spotify, SoundCloud, Spotify kind of uses that wordplay in terms of the different streaming services. So that was really cool. I really praise him on his wordplay. Like that's one of the things that really kept me through the album. There's many things I did, but this is one of the things that really, really kept me through the album, because I was just impressed, like really just impressed of everything that was going on. So that was cool. I like how he went, sunk in the seats, beats bumping, trying to out rap Nasir and keep up with Jay-Z, crumbling 16s. I was only 16. Now I think that has a double meaning. First, I think he's saying crumbling 16s. I was only 16. He started rapping, writing 16 bars, trying to rap like Nas or Jay-Z, he was getting inspired. He was trying to do what he can to kind of get up there. Clearly he looks up to them. clearly they're like his idols, so that's really cool. But I also think that maybe he was implying that he's crumbling 16s. I was only 16. Maybe he was crumbling drugs or like alluding to selling dope, which is kind of cool how he plays with the words like that and how he gives you like these little subtle things of his past, and you're like, is that what you're trying to say, or is that the other? And I like when rappers do that. I like when there's a lot to kind of take away from the lyric and be like, does this mean that or does that mean that? It's cool. And then, we go on, and it's like this whole verse that's just really packed with bars, and I really enjoyed it. Fast forward, homies out here mumbling B. Why be smarter when homies on the charts dumber than me? A bunch of bums with more money than me. So staying complex. Yeah, that's everyday struggle for me. I really like the line because of Everyday Struggle. I used to watch it. But I feel like it's kind of like a shout out to Joe Budden because he used to work on Everyday Struggle, and I know that Joe Budden and Joel used to be in the same group. So I feel like he's kind of shouting him out. I feel like at the same time he's also saying like he's aware, kind of like socially aware that these are things that's happening. He's been on social media. He's not kind of like fully out of the loop. He knows what's happening in the world. So that was cool. Can't stop fucking, man. These beats do something to me. I post up on the throne. Don't end up on a highlight poster cause you grown. Who you supposed to be, Malone? I like how he uses post to be and sounds like posty a little bit, or post. It kind of sounds like Post Malone a little bit. I deliver like post officers, pre-post Malones. You dick right if you saw what I'd post on my phone. Every line's a great line, baby, New York's own. I like that, and I like how he's kind of saying that everybody's addicted to like the phones right now, and that if we ever got to see what his phone said and he never posted, we'd probably all probably would dick ride. So far off this track, like there's like the first track of the album, I'm really liking it. I'm really liking the flow. I'm really liking the wordplay. I can see why, he was looped in with Joe Budden, Eminem, Royce, and I forget the other one. I think that's it. Anyway, he really does stand out, and he really does have that technique to go through the music and really kind of come in and bounce off. Now, I like also how it's sounds old school. That was cool. But overall, I gave it a 4.5 on 5. I thought it was a really strong intro to the album. First time listening to it, second time, third time, really just getting into it. I thought it was really, really cool. But let's just sip it slow and let's just kind of relax here. We got some more to go. So number 3, sip it slow.
Watch as we his and her Mercedes the lot. I heard through the grapevine they worry about.
So what I'm noticing so far is that the beats really transition very well when you listen to the songs, as when you listen to the album as a whole. We kind of just move past this like anthem feel, I'm the best, to like this same feeling, same vibe, but just the sound of the song is more a little bit smoother. It's got this little boppy feel to it. It's a little bit less, it doesn't have this like, I want to say cockiness, just because like kind of felt like the dude was like flexing on the last track, but it has just more of this like kind of kickback, laid back lounge feel to it. So that was really cool. And overall, Joel does kind of keep the same lyrically, the same context to it. He's kind of still proven why he's the best, why he feels he's the best. Really kind of giving us that solid concrete evidence of like what he can do. So it's dope. Starts off with like, I'm probably one of the illest in the flesh with writtens, various letters that connect with rhythms. Boy, don't be the next victim. I deliver with Gillette precision. You'll get popped like razor bumps. All on your neck for itching to try to come for the title. No, it's not your best decision. Like just the way he places the words together to just kind of keep flowing and bringing back the different syllables when you feel like he's going to change up is really, really smooth, really, really nice. To try to come from the title Try to come from the title, no, not your best decision. I'll put them Nikes on ice. Yeah, you get checked for slipping. I'm number one with the pencil. I'm number one when that number 2 pencil led twisting. I like the play on word being number 1 on the number 2 pencil. That was cool. I'll put them Nikes on ice. Yeah, you get checked for slipping. You're not supposed to get caught slipping, apparently. You know, that's like what rappers have said before. So that was cool, how he's like addressing that. Kind of like telling you he's so good, but he'll never slip, and everyone else tries to kind of, I feel like everyone else tries to kind of copy, and they start slipping, so that was interesting. Chain still weighing a lot. I'm on the way to my spot in the bench truck. Just bought my lady the drop. Haters watch as we his and hers Mercedes the lot. Now I enjoyed that. I like that idea. I like how he's, you know, kind of giving back, like how he's looking out for his wife, or girlfriend, I don't know the situation, but he's looking out for the woman in his life, and I assume that like that same loyalty, he's kind of like giving it to his squad, right? Now I like how he's doing that, and if he's getting a car, she's getting a car, and I like how he's kind of flaunting his money, but he's not flaunting it like, you know, I got the bills, I'm doing this. It's like a whole collective thing, like a more unit, instead of just being like the independent. So that was cool. The chorus comes in, and I really like the chorus because it has this feel of like sipping wine. And that's the sip slow part, is he makes this reference of sipping wine and how he's like taking his time to just do what he kind of wants, make the music he feels necessary to. He goes, I heard through the grapevine, I ain't worried about mine. I ain't got anybody else business. Don't you got anybody else business to mine? Do you feel? Do you? I'll be fine like the taste of this wine. You gon' see me take the time, slip slow, homie. Yeah, enjoy the show, slip slow. I like that chorus. I like how he's keeping that the idea of sipping wine and that whole narrative. You know, I heard it through the grapevine. That's how you, like, wine is made with grapes. Ain't worried about mine. Ain't got nobody else business to mine. Do you? I'll be fine like the taste of this wine. So he's still keeping the grapevine, the wine, the rhyme scheme is nice. He's keeping that idea, that same picture going. So that's cool. And I like how he's just making that connection of like, you know, I'm gonna slip slow. I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna enjoy the ride. And I think that's what he's trying to bring out, is that not a lot of rappers may enjoy the ride. They're just kind of living in the fast lane a little bit, and Joell rather just enjoy the ride, enjoy the benefits of what his music can bring, enjoy life, and just take it easy. So that was cool. Then we go into verse 2, and it's more like, again, the same stuff, but it was really crafted really well. He goes, I'm watching them watch me, they sloppy, could never copy the poppy. They do me some pretty good renditions, but they not me. You actually one world away. How you gonna stop me when I'm cruising at Mach 3 on moons with Anunnakis? I found out that the Anunnakis are a group of deities that appear in the mythological traditions of the ancient Sumerians, Akkadians, Assyrians, and Babylonians. So that was cool. That was a little history lesson. I thought that was interesting. But I like the way he came in flexing like that on that verse. I like the way I'm watching them watch me. They sloppy could never copy. The poppy they just pretty good. Like, it's just the way he went in. And it's not like this really quick choppy flow, but it's a nice ear-warming choppy flow that you really get into. So I enjoyed that. I like how in verse 2 he kind of questions, you know, why people are really worried about him, and I feel like this is why he's taking his time, because he notices people that keep questioning and keep are more concerned about what he's doing. Worried about mine, quick question, what is you up to? Me, I'm making music with the idols that I grew up to, on stages in true blues, jet blues to W's, with pool views, feel like a baby owl. Who knew? I like how he says who knew, uses the baby owl, uses the who as in like an owl hooting. The effect, that was super cool. I mean, super cool. It's not like it was fucking mind-blowing, but it's just nice. It's very clever. It's very, very like teasy, fun, silly. So it was nice. Michelle's only son that sold crack in the circle. A and B, the same kid with the golden plaques in commercials. I like how he's giving us a little bit of an insight. I like how he's giving us a little bit of an insight from the past and the present, kind of where like he comes from, a little bit what he grew up with, and now where he is now. So that was super cool. And you know, it kind of just flows it kind of flows on like that, and it was nice. It was nice to see. It was nice to hear this like just calm release of just, this is why I do what I do. It wasn't really in your face. It wasn't really, you know, like just kind of extravagant. It was just nonchalant, like, yo, I'm rapping here, doing my thing. It had more passion in this. It didn't feel like it was supposed to be cocky or whatnot. It just had more passion. It had more, you know, like, I'm just chilling with it. I love music. I love doing what I do. And I'm just chilling. Like, I have nothing else to say. It's like a vibe. So I gave it a 4.2. I really enjoyed it. Moving on to number 4. It is Champion.
Cigar, half a kilo on a chain, call me next cabal. Golf ball diamonds and
So we come so far we've gotten like the little intro, kind of like this little nice chimey little mood. Then we get into like the I'm king shit, and I say that lightly, okay? Like I don't really have a term right now that I know how to use properly in what I'm trying to say, but it's not like just king shit like he thinks he's so like arrogant or whatnot, but like, you know, just the flexing song. There we go. We'll say that. So we got the nice little mood. We got the flexing song. We got the lyrically consistent with the flexing and kind of but being like nonchalant, more passionate. Like I said, more of that. I just do it for the music, and then we come right back into this heavy energy, I'm the champion attitude, and it was great. It was super cool how he's like leading in, and he's really kind of just taking back his creativity and his energy to just boom, go out with a bang. So, you know, verse 1, he's like, this is my national anthem, probably feel like opera music in the Phantom. Ain't got one of those, but the Ben's nose is gigantic. Them LEDs sneeze, it's allergies as I breeze down Atlantic. I like again, you know, he's really consistent with the wordplay. He's really good with like properly placing the syllables, which is what I think is really what makes him talented. I mean, I'm not saying anybody can rap. He definitely raps and out raps a lot of people so far, just by a couple of the songs I've listened to. But I feel like he's really good at just placing the proper syllables with the beat, and using the proper words that have those amount of syllables that really just keep you attentive to what he's saying and really keeps you active in the song. So that was cool. Again, more of that like, you know, kind of looking out for my family, looking out for my squad. My wife, she popped Rose like Jack did in Titanic, blasting music, but the neighbors too far to understand it, so we turn it higher. Bonfire in my yard while the homies shuffle cards. I live large, they live large. That's dope, you know, because he's the champion, because he's out here making money now and he's balling. And he's been, you know, he's been working for it. He's been succeeding. He can now have his homies live large with him. He can now, you know, move forward and really have kind of like that life that he's looking for, and really, you know, enjoy the better things, the luxuries of life. So it was cool, and really keeping with that like, whoa, and that was super cool. The beat had the and I forget. Oh, so the other song that had it was the Tech 9 Worldwide Choppers that had the whoa, 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 whoa. That was super dope. On this song, it kind of has the same thing, not the same like pace or tone or speed or anything, but it has the same type of like chant, the same type of, again, I'm going to say it, energy, and it's crazy. Like, it was just really cool. It really was like, hey, this is nice. This is like, I want to get working again. Like, it motivated. It really motivated me to want to chase my dreams and really, and it's cool. Like, I think that's part of the reason why he made this song and called it Champion, was like, it's supposed to make you feel good. It's supposed to make you feel like, you know, you could do it. It was dope. It was just super dope. Switch it out with the, he follows up with, switch it out with the Azad on God. There's no facade. Beef, don't even wrap your head around it like jihad. The Winchester, knock the wind out your chest from 50 yards. I don't sleep. I don't have step. Nothing. I go hard. That was cool. I really like when he says, the Winchester, knock the wind out your chest from 50 yards. I don't have step. Nothing. I go hard. I like the way he pronounces it. I don't know. It was a line that really just kind of sat there, and I was like, whoa, I like that. Whoa, I like hearing that. I like the way he said it. So it was cool. That was dope. And then we get the chorus. Now for the chorus, I mean, I like it. I'm not hating on it. I do like it. But raise my arm, I'm a champion. Know my name, I'm a champion. Raise my arm, I'm a champion. Raise my arm, I think that's it. No, definitely, I'm probably doing really shit on the I'm a champion part. But like, felt like it was just really simple. Felt like, I don't know, as like a radio song, and that's what I think this was. Like, I had a moment because I kind of looked through my phone a little bit. I kind of got distracted. I went back. I really listened to it. And I'm not saying it always got me distracted. I did listen to it like 2-3 times, fully, really focused. And then I kind of just felt like, what would it be if I just played it? And I got distracted. But I realized that as like a radio song, like something to put on radio, this could really, really work. So that's cool. But I don't know. I don't think this is this is a chorus that I'm running to. The verses were dope, but I feel like it lacked a little bit of energy in the chorus. But then, he brings it right back in the second verse with the energy. I feel like it was everybody's versus me. Now let's toast. Because in 80 days, my anniversary, celebrate the boy that climbed through the adversary. Well, versatile when it comes to laying verses. B. Boom. Kind of just, again, laying down, proving why he is who he is and why he's one of the best. Room with any rapper doing work and feel they worth a speech. My bars like clay, they take shape and just murder beats. I'm at that bar clay in row A with perfect seats. You having trouble trying to stay afloat. I just bought the crib on the lake. Yeah, me and you ain't in the same boat. I like that. I like how he's taking that reference from you trying to stay afloat to him being able to buy a house with a lake and have the boat. That was cool. So clearly they're not on the same boat because he's able to do that and the other guy can't. But I like how he's, again, playing with the room with any rapper doing work and feel they worth my speech. My bars like clay. They take the shape and just murder beats. I'm at the bar clay in a row A with the perfect seats. Like, just the way he's rhyming bars like clay with bar clay, row A, perfect seats, murder beats. Like, just the way he's playing with that was super, super cool. And again, that syllable control, that syllable play, the way he's kind of, I'd say he's using a little bit of slant rhymes. Like, he's kind of just like ending it super quick, but it's not that bad. And it was good. It was really, really cool. I'm really starting to question why the fuck I slept on him for so many years. Truly. But overall, I gave this a 4.2. Honestly, I think it would have been a little bit higher if the chorus had a little bit more oomph to it, a little bit more excitement to it. But it was good. 4.2. The next song is, man, the comments on this might give me some anxiety.
Nobody, they gonna think you crazy. It's happening again. It's happening again.
So, I mean, just by the title, I can right off the bat think like, okay, we're going to get a nice little experience of how Joell deals with, I guess, anxiety, kind of like a little bit of his life and kind of explain like how he, copes with it. But I do want to say, before I get into it, this song really kind of spoke to me with someone who does deal with anxiety a little bit and kind of like, feels a lot of what he kind of feels like in this song. It's really produced well. I do think that it was really cool the way he presented it, on how he expressed, his inner feelings and his emotions to it, and of course, just being able to spit the bars. I mean, that's just cool. So yeah, I just wanted to say, like, I really do like it. I really did enjoy listening to this over and over again, and there's a lot that I kind of took from that. So we'll be here for a minute. So I like how he starts off with a chorus, kind of explaining to us how he's kind of got the anxiety, how he's kind of dealing with it. So it goes, okay, oh no, first I can't catch a breath, feel the moisture as I begin to sweat, I start feeling dizzy like my balance left, and now my heart's beating like it's out of my chest, it's happening again, but you can't tell nobody, they gonna think you crazy, it's happening again, just let it pass, boy, you'll be good, baby. I like that, setting you up, how he's really playing that attack, how it's not just kind of talking about it, it's really just, this is how I feel, my hands are sweaty, my palms are moist, like he knows it happens again, and he's really trying to find a way to get over it, he's trying to find a way to fight it, which was cool. It's a great way to start this song. I like how he's building up the anxiety throughout the chorus. At first, you're just like... At first, I thought it was in a cool way. He was making like a creative song of how he was like changing into like this monster. But in a way, like, anxiety could be interpreted as a monster to some people. So I guess that works as well. And like how when it hits him, it's like he becomes something different that maybe he doesn't like. So it's really it was really creative the way he presented this chorus. I think that the sounds of the beat also made a good effect. I think that it was the production on this really gave it that extra underlining oomph to it, so it was nice. So verse 1. Waking up's a struggle. I used to want to hustle. I used to want the whole world to know that I existed. Now I cuddle in my bed with myself, hoping the phone don't ring, hoping that text don't come through, and email don't bling. I can relate to that. I feel, I always wanted to be famous and really grow up and, really kind of make money and a bunch of shit. And hi, hello, I'm on YouTube, right? You guys watching this. But I still want that. I still want to do that. But it's like, I also kind of want to find myself and be on my own, which is where I kind of feel like Joell is kind of explaining that too. Like, this is what he deals with in terms of the anxiety, is like, the adrenaline rush of wanting certain things. And then I guess when it really starts to happen, you really start to feel the actual feelings, of the experience. And it's not the same. It's just cool. Like, it's just cool. You can hear it in his voice. Like, he's really playing the part of like feeling worried and confused and not knowing what to do about it. And it was really, really it really kind of touched me. It was really nice. I like the background vocals. They really add a nice effect to the song. It's female vocals kind of just going like, whoa, whoa, in a better pitch and tone, obviously. But really good. Really, 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 really good. It keeps that mood consistent with the song. So that's what I did enjoy. And, he kind of just flows through the rest of the verse. It wasn't that, oh no, I feel funny, shouldn't I be happy? I get money instead. I put on all new clothes and I feel crummy, but I'm showing up for work like I'm okay. Anxiety, who me? No way, Jose. I hide behind a smile while my mind is running wild. I think everybody can kind of relate to that. I think that that's something he's being really personal with, really honest with, and I think that everybody who listens to that is kind of like, we feel you. And I like how he's kind of reaching out and building that connection, trying to like show that he's just as human as everyone else is. So that was nice. Chorus comes in, and I think I fucked up and I didn't quote the chorus. Oh No, I did. Wow, it's the first part. My bad, guys. See, I'm a little off today. My bad. The chorus comes in. Okay, no, first I catch my breath. Right. It's cool how he kind of connects that from the first verse and started in terms of like smile. My mind starts getting wild, and then he has that panic attack again. So the song is really connecting in a way that's kind of showing the various stages of how it kind of comes and goes. Anxiety, how the panic attack comes and goes. Sometimes one moment you're feeling okay, one moment you're not, one moment you're feeling okay, one moment you're not. So that was really cool. I really did appreciate that in the song. And then we go into verse 2. And I like how he gets really, really real here. Sometimes I hear a song and want to cry. It brings me to before I was this guy and puts water in my eyes. I keep my faith strong. If there's a Lord up in the sky, I pray that I feel happy one more time before I die. I get a glimpse. Like, I like how he's being honest. I like how he's opening up about like music could really touch you, you know, really change how you feel in that moment and really give you that effect. So that was nice. I like how he goes, then it's gone in an instant, right? So then it's gone in an instant, joy's in front of me, and then it's off in the distance. No one in my phone book I could call for assistance because they won't understand what I've been going through. What is this? I like how he's, you know, kind of expressing that he still feels alone, and he's in that act of having that attack right now. I feel like he's expressing that he's in that mode of being in the anxiety attack, and he's really feeling helpless and feeling like he's got nobody. So that was cool. I like how he kind of plays it off at a scenario. Like, I hit the gym and try to get off some steam, but I get anxiety just trying to pick a machine. Like, that really happens. That really does happen, not knowing if somebody's going to go for it or not. You know, you don't want to, like, I mean, I know for me, when I went to the gym, I tried it out. I don't know, stupid shit. Anyway, when I went to the gym and I tried it out, I didn't know what to do. Like, I didn't want to be next to somebody, but I didn't want to feel like I was outcast. I didn't want to, you know, I didn't know if I should use the machine or not. If somebody else wanted to use it, I'd kind of just give it up right away. Like, I understand him, and I think I related a lot to this track in terms of just how he's expressing the anxiety he deals with. Some pictures make me smile because my figure is lean, and then the very next thought is I can't eat, I can't get in them jeans. Wish that I could go to sleep, wake up and life is sweet, but truth is I fight this beast in the middle of my dream, in the middle of dreams. And that's cool. Like, you could say he's living the dream life, having money, living lavish, you know, being loved and praised. He still deals with anxiety. And then when he goes to sleep and he's in the dream world, let's call it, he still deals with anxiety. It's like he's really trying to show you that it really comes down to, like, it's really, really affecting him. I like this song a lot. I really, really do like it. I really think that I really think it's a good song that expresses how people feel with anxiety. At least him, but like a lot of people could relate. Just the way he's kind of breaking it down. I gave this song a 4.5 on 5. I really, really do like this track. But at the same time, we still got one more track left for this part review, and that is Same Time.
I never beat him either, but shit, I don't care. Them stories that he tell make me feel like I gotta buy.
I'm really enjoying this roller coaster that he's taking us on this mixtape project. Because now we kind of come back from this, like, oh no, what am I talking about? I'm so sorry. We're keeping consistent in terms of the same music. I feel like the last track, my brain kind of, I think when I picked the music to go listen to it quick, I bumped one of the heavier songs instead of the last track by accident. The beat is consistent, the mood is consistent. It kind of looks like the mixtape project has taken a turn into this, like, we're gonna get into some real personal shit, right? We started with the anxiety. We started with, understanding like he deals with certain things and he tries to cope with it in certain ways. But now we kind of get the jail song, and I say the jail song because right now in the intro it goes. Just when I think I'm getting tired of you, damn, knew I should have stayed. Just when I think I'm getting tired of you, damn, knew I should have stayed off that fucking stupid ass block. Just when I think I'm getting tired of you again, fuck, oh well. And then you can kind of hear like the cell bar close, and right away I knew it was the jail song, and he's kind of contextualizing that like this is the life he kind of comes from, this is something that has happened in his life. Maybe recently, maybe talking about it back in the day. And we're about to really kind of go in and really understand who Joell Ortiz is, at least his perspective of jail. So in verse 1, I heard so many stories, guess I'm here now, every day's a fishbowl, I'm getting stare down, so this is 3 hots and a cot, a bunkie. I don't know if some funky cell block. Guess I'll stay to myself, and if they try me, I'll pop. Since I was tiny, I could box, but I ain't got a shot, and everybody looking grimy. I gotta find me on. So like you can already see he's giving us that experience. He's explaining like this is what jail is like. This is what what I went through in jail. Heard many stories about it. Feeling like every day is a fishbowl. That was cool. The fact that he was a newcomer, I guess, in jail, like fresh meat in a sense. I'm getting stare down, so this is 3 hots and a cot, a bunkie, and I don't know if some funky cell block. Like, he doesn't even trust the area he's in. He's still dealing with that paranoia, that anxiety, so that was cool. I like how he kind of took the route of wanting to stick to himself. Like, that was like the first idea. Like, I'm just going to stick to myself, not bother anybody, do my time, get out. But he kept it real with him in terms of like if somebody were to fuck with him, he'll pop off and he'll have to do what he has to do. And I like that realism. I like how he's staying true to himself. Like the smart move would be to just be by myself and leave everybody alone. But if I gotta jump, I gotta jump, really kind of giving you his mentality in terms of he doesn't take no shit. He doesn't really back down, he really goes for the goal. They asking if I'm a homie or if I'm a cuz, but I'm not. I'm NFL. Guess it's time for me to find a slot. From what I'm understanding, homie or cuz, I think it could be blood or Crips. Just because, I know I've heard like Snoop Dogg and like other people in the Crips call each other cuz. So that's my knowledge. Please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below. But I don't know too much about gang culture. I just thought that's what it could be. That was cool. Kind of showing you like you gotta pick a side. You can't really be neutral. You gotta like really roll with somebody, make sure they got your back, right, in jail. I like how he's kind of showing us his side of like kind of reminiscing about what he did. Every morning I'm out there in the country. Every morning I'm out there on the count. Every evening I'm in here thinking about how the judge really gave me that amount and how old I'm gonna be when I get out. Why the fuck am I here? Questioning like what did I really do? Maybe not what I did, but more like why did I end up in jail? Like how did I fuck up so bad with everything that I've done in my life that I ended up in jail? And I like that. It's like he's really questioning the bigger picture of why am I here? And it's not just the simple answer of like, well, you did this. It's like, yeah, but there's got to be another meaning to why I did that, to then connect. And that was something super cool. And then we get into the chorus, which I don't think I understand as much. Just when I think I'm getting tired of you, you're in here at the same time. Just when I think I'm getting tired of you again, but we don't do the same time. Just when I think I'm getting tired of you, you're at here at the same time. I think now that I'm reading it and I'm kind of going through it again and again, I I think he's trying to escape the life of crime, but every time he's in jail, like, it's just back. And I say that because when we get into verse 2, I'm in and out this place every couple years, face tatted with a couple tears, yelling at some faggot. I don't know if I could say that. Oh shit. Please don't skull me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Up on the upper tier, he keep crying through the night, like, why the fuck am I here? Homie, deal with it. I keep my gun close. Like, it kind of seems like he's been going in and out of jail, and now he's kind of accepting it. Like, he's kind of embracing that type of life. Not saying he's doing it now. I'm saying, like, just in context of the song, it looks like in the second verse, we're getting a side of Joell where he's like, yo, this is fucking jail, bro. Like, this is shit that we deal with. So I don't know. I feel like the chorus kind of sets up this tone of the same time I'm trying to not be part of this is the same time you're part of this. Or he's expressing, or maybe he's talking about the drug system, the jail system, about how it's supposed to, at one point, it's supposed to, like, rehabilitate y'all, but the amount of crimes and shit that still even happen in jail, it doesn't really change anything. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool if I missed the point, and that's what it really was. But I did enjoy the storytelling. I enjoyed how he really broke down the cells to you, and really, like, kind of just gave you the type of atmosphere that he went through in jail. So that was dope. It's a good song. It's a really good song. It's produced really well. The beat really keeps you connected to it. The rapping is, Joell can rap. Like, I've given him his flowers for that. He can definitely rap. I gave the song a 4.5 on 5. With that is halfway. I am going to take a quick little break from this, and we'll go record a part 2, edit this one, make sure everything's all good to go, and do the part 2. Thank you so much for watching. Greatly appreciate it. I know it's been a little bit of a trip. I know I might be not the greatest host today because my nose and my voice is all mucky, and I'm drinking in the middle, and I'm not that enthusiastic, but I'm trying. Show must go on, right? I felt like we needed to get an episode out today. We need to stay consistent. We're trying to make sure we get all these reviews for you guys. So, thank you so much for staying with me. If you've watched the whole thing, why not check out part 2 when it comes out? Get the rest of the album. This is only from 1 to 6. The next one's going to be 7 to 12. A little bit about just the Patreons. Thank you, Lindell Williams, DJ Black Hurricane, Chris Prado, Ismail Gadamsi, Jonathan Barnes, and Coney Sparks. Thank you so much. They've helped us with everything we have so far. You helped us get a new camera. You've helped us, discover new music, inspired us because they follow us on Patreon. They have the help. They have the ability to force us to kind of watch or review certain things. So check out our Patreons. All the links would be down below. Hit me up on Twitter. I'm like I've been saying through the review, I'm a little sick, guys, so I'm just trying to keep as much energy as I can to get this through. I'm gonna go review part 2 now, but thank you so much if you're still here watching, see you in a bit.